One of the most important forms of coverage for an auto repair shop or an auto body shop is Garagekeepers Legal Liability Insurance. Now, this isn't included on every single business insurance policy you obtain, but we're going to get into why it's so critical that you confirm you have Garagekeepers liability. Hi, my name is Liam Joy. I'm the Vice President at Joy Insurance, and I'm here to help you make an informed decision on whether or not you have Garagekeepers Legal Liability Insurance, and if not, do you need to consider it? So the form of businesses where this is one of the most applicable forms of coverage is, the types of businesses that were mentioned in the intro of this video: your auto repair shops, your auto body shops, your towing companies. If at any point in time you are in the care, custody, or control of others' vehicles, then you are exposed to a liability hazard. That means that while those vehicles are on your property, on your lot, and you do not own those vehicles, you are responsible for their well-being, for those vehicles being returned to the customer or returned to the principal owner of said vehicle undamaged and in good shape. So with that in mind, there are a number of different sort of exposures that these vehicles can face while on your lot, especially if it's overnight or for a couple of days. Anything from vandalism or damage via other cars bumping into them, or machinery or equipment damaging those cars, or theft. A number of sporadic other exposures that could potentially damage these customers who have entrusted their vehicle to you for repair or service, or simply just transit from a point of an accident in the case of a towing company. So with that in mind, the Garagekeepers legal liability form of coverage is something that isn't automatically included on every single business owner's policy. You have to make sure that it's endorsed to have this type of coverage. Sometimes it's referred to as non-owned customer vehicles, or GKL, just the acronym for Garagekeepers liability. And you must request it on that policy that you have for your property and liability, or you have to take out a separate policy for it. We try to make it super convenient, so it's included on your primary form of business coverage. And with that in mind, it's also important to evaluate at any one time what the value to replace a number of cars on your lot, should there be, some sort of widespread damage to all of them, in the form of a fire, for instance. If you have 10 cars on your lot and the average cost of each one of those cars that you're working on is $20,000, that means you have $200,000 of exposure to Garagekeepers legal liability. Check the limit if you do have this form of coverage, if it's substantial enough to meet that $200,000 limit. And if not, then you need to update that to make sure that in the case of a total loss, you're able to be compensated for the full damage to every one of those vehicles that you're currently working on. There are also ways to get unlimited amounts of this coverage with a select few carriers that we have partnerships with, but that's another conversation. Should you like to hear more about Garagekeepers legal liability insurance and how we can help and advise you on it, feel free to reach out to us. These are just the basics. There's plenty more to get into. So my name is Liam. Again, you can find me here at Joy Insurance. Our phone number is 845-342-4888. And you can also email me, just liam@joyinsurance.com. Thanks.